Hey, hello, this is New Surbat Jim. My name is Victor along with Steve. We're your hosts today. We're at the barber shop of, introduce yourself, will you please?
My name is Josh Mendoza, here at Josh's Barbershop.
Could you tell us where you're located at?
Right now I'm located on Lucille Avenue, right next to the cemetery, 1880 Lucille Avenue. Coming February though, I'll be moving downtown to Beale Street, where it's all going down, all the popular stuff. It's kind of the place to be.
Right, yeah, there's definitely a business revamp down there, and it's pretty miraculous how they've been restoring downtown.
It's actually really nice. Right now is the time to get into downtown because,
right,
like you said, downtown is actually
it's gonna grow.
It's getting pretty nice.
Yeah. And what's your phone number?
My telephone number for the business is 928-263-0507.
So do you offer any special packages or deals when it comes to
It's just kind of like a basic service, old school, classic type of barbershop. Come in, get a haircut. All haircuts basically, well, for now they start at 15. At the new shop they'll be starting at all prices right now cost 13. The new spot is going to be a basic haircut, $15. Senior haircuts are going to be $12. And also offer everything that you can imagine from a barber. You can do a haircut and a shave, just a shave, and it's a hot towel shave. It's an actual real hot towel shave.
With the actual straight razor?
With an actual straight razor. You get the hot towel, you get the facial massage towards the end.
Right, how often do you actually get to hear something like that, especially in a town like this?
It's actually, there's actually quite a few customers that actually come in quite a bit every other week or once a week. A lot of older gentlemen like taking advantage of the barber services because they can't really handle a razor themselves, so they'll come in and they'll get the hot towel shave.
And how much is that?
If you're just getting the shave, it's going to be at the new. I'm giving all the new prices for the new place. It's going to be $18 just for the shave. If you're getting a haircut and a shave, it's going to come out as if you get separate. It's going to come out to $30 for a haircut and a hot towel shave.
Do you do women too?
No, I'm just a barber. I only do men's styled haircuts.
Okay. The other day I was waiting for my ride here, and you had a child in here for his first haircut.
That's right. I get quite a few of those.
And you were just really good with him. It's just.
I've had plenty of experience. I've been cutting hair in a barbershop for 10 years. And before that, like most other barbers, they start off in a chair in their room, in their garage, in a basement, kind of the same way. I've been cutting hair actually since high school. But officially in a barbershop for 10 years. Going on 11 years next year, 2018.
Why'd you want to become a barber?
Honestly, because I got laid off from being a plumber. I had gone to college after high school, and when I went to college, but I got interested in a girl and she wanted to get married, so I dropped out of college. And when I dropped out of college, the first thing was to become a plumber, building new houses out in Phoenix. Unfortunately, that's when the housing market crashed, like in 2005.
Yeah, it was 2003 to 2005.
I kind of didn't know what to do, so my aunt, she had a beauty salon, and she actually is the one that kind of pushed me to go to cut hair, because I would cut my cousin's hair, everybody's hair. So she's the one that actually pushed me to go to barber school down in Phoenix.
Wow.
And then it just kind of fell from there.
That's pretty awesome, actually.
Yeah.
Go from pretty steady work.
Yeah, and honestly, the barber industry is never going to actually, I don't think it's ever going to go out of business.
No.
There's always going to be a need for people to cut hair. Is it going to change? Probably. But it's always going to be around.
Yeah, because everybody wants to stay nice and clean.
Yeah, exactly. the styles change, different things change. Like I think in the 70s, late 60s, long hair became a big deal, and a lot of barbers not really struggling, but they actually were not making as much money because of that whole long hair movement. But I mean, it still survived. We're still around. People actually still get haircuts. It's a pretty cool deal.
I guess, see on TV, everybody wants to talk to their barber.
Well,
is that all true, or?
Well, if you actually think, all great movies have at least one barbershop scene. And if you think about that, actually, last year, I was at the other shop that I was working at. There was actually a case. I can't get too many details, but there was a criminal case being discussed in the barbershop. In my chair was the defense attorney, and in the chair next to me was the attorney that was what's the other attorney's called? The prosecutor. The prosecution.
Uh-huh.
They were both getting their haircuts at the same time. They just happened to be there at the same time, and they were discussing the case, and they actually kind of came to an agreement there in the barbershop. So big things happen in the barbershop. People just don't realize it. Plus, I mean, you hear all the latest gossip too.
Oh, I can imagine.
We definitely get news faster in the shop than we do the paper. Than the paper does.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
It's one thing that's always been interesting. Gossip tends to get around faster than it does in the newspaper.
It's actually funny though, because I mean, a lot of it might be like hogwash, it might be whatever, but then there's actually a lot of truth to what's said in the barbershop too. It just you kind of have to weed out what's real and what's not. So you kind of take everything with a grain of salt. It's cool though. I mean, being in a barbershop setting for 10 years, you kind of get to know the industry. As a barber, you kind of just sit back and you just listen. You listen and you'll hear some stuff. I've only been doing it for 10 years. In barber years, that's nothing.
Right.
For a barber, that's nothing. Guys, when a barber retires, they say basically when a barber retires, it's not retiring. It's just going to part-time. That's retirement for a barber. You just drop down to part-time.
Make a pretty easy living at that point.
Yeah, I mean, by that time, you're not really cutting hair. You're just kind of hanging out.
Okay.
Let's see. Pulling your hair? Oh, no.
Yeah.
Just a little sensitive down there?
Yeah, skin's real thin when you get old.
Well, you're not old. How old are you?
81.
81? That's not old.
No, I know.
100 is old. 81 is not old.
No, well.
Plus, you don't look a day over 50. That's a barber working on his tip.
Sure.
You keeping the mustache or you taking it?
Don't take it off. Take everything off.
Everything's coming out. You got it.
Everything comes off. In a few months, I'll do it over again. You recording this?
Yeah, we are recording.
That's the thing. That's the thing. That's what I said. I mean, as long as hair grows, we'll still be around. Barbers only cut hair from the neck up. Nothing from the neck down. A lot of people have that come in thinking, oh, hey, I had a barber, no joke, that I work with. He had a Middle Eastern gentleman come in and get a haircut. And I guess in their country, it's customary to do other services. So when the barber was done with the haircut, the guy got up, took his shirt off, and he wanted him to do his back with the straight razor. And the barber was like, no, it's just from the neck up. From now on, that's where I learned. I only cut hair from the neck up. Gotta be specific.
Right.
Don't exactly, there isn't no back shaving 101.
What's the address or your new location?
I don't know the address yet. It's still under construction. The remodeling of the little suite that we got going on.
Oh.
It is. Do you know where the old CrossFit gym was? It was. You think it used to be a DPS building?
I think I know exactly what you're talking about.
I think Bill's the coffee places. What is it? Beale Street Brews Coffee.
Oh, where
the bank is.
Yeah.
it's if you're looking at the coffee place, it's to the left.
Oh, it's right downtown then.
Yeah, on Beale Street, yeah.
Alright, I'm looking up a address real quick.
I'm actually teaming up the owner of the building. It's basically gonna be his shop. We're just running it. I'm just bringing over my licenses. And the whole idea is we're gonna be bringing beer on tap in the barber shop.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool.
Getting a haircut, you just, hey man, $5 a beer. Why not? Who doesn't want to get a beer when they're getting a haircut?
So, like, right across the street from Wells Fargo, too?
No. It's on the other side of Beale Street. Like on the other side, it's on the east side.
Real close to Rickety Cricket.
No, it's a little bit farther down.
No,
There's a government building in the front.
Let's see. I know exactly where you're talking about,
There's
too.
a photography place?
Let's see, we got a child support enforcement, the Garlic Clove, Beale Street Brews. So you said you were right across from Beale Street Brews?
Right next to it.
Okay, so that would be... If it'll let me...
There's a window tinting shop right now, I think there.
You know, just one chair, or?
There's gonna be 2 chairs. We'll fill the second chair soon. You really do have sensitive skin down here.
Yeah, I
have
do.
to lay you
I
down.
don't know why.
All the way back.
Yeah, it'd be the Total Eclipse window tinting was what it...
That's what it is.
Yeah, that's the building that
All
it
the way
currently
back, all the
is.
way back.
See if I can get an address from it. It says anywhere from 500 to 522 Beale Street.
I know we're right next to the coffee place. Literally right next to it. And we're in between the coffee place and then the photography place that's right there.
I'd tell you an address, but it's not giving me one.
Oh, I mean, I have it on my Facebook. Since we're moving February, I got time.
Right.
But once I get all details, I'm gonna be posting it on the Facebook.
Yeah, no, it's just I'm gonna cut this part of the audio out
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
and edit it, but we're gonna hopefully get the address on there. That way, when you move the
Yeah.
address, they already know.
And right now, I'm kind of putting a play on words. I've been dropping little hints on Facebook and on Instagram, like what's on the buzz about this new barbershop. But the barbershop's name is actually going to be The Buzz. Because you can get a buzz while you're getting a buzz.
That's interesting.
Of course, I don't think we're going to have, you can edit this out. I don't know if we're going to have beer immediately because the permits are still pending.
Right.
It's in the process. It's going to happen. Whether it's going to be ready by February or not, it's going to happen. We're going to have beer in there.
I just gotta love working with the city and getting permits, right?
As far as that goes, it's not really the city, it's actually the state.
Really?
Yeah. It seems like it might be because the building itself is already permitted for beer, but the suite that we're going to be in is not. So it's like anybody can drink beer around the suite and outside, but not inside the suite. So it's just basically just kind of red tape.
Right.
The the building itself already houses, it's a beer warehouse. It's gonna be good, but it's actually Rickety Cricket though who's actually gonna be providing the beer. Because the owner of Rickety Cricket, he's the one that's actually providing the space and the beer. I'm basically just bringing over the licenses and I'm going to be renting a spot from him.
You've been trying to get an interview with him, but boy, he's busy.
He's a very busy man. We're doing business together and it's hard for me to get hold of him.
What is your Facebook address?
You're going to have to look it up. I know it's Josh's Barbershop Kingman. Something like that. I'm not really a big, what do you call it? I'm not really big on Facebook. I know how to post stuff. All the other stuff, somebody else set it up for me. What do you guys think of the idea?
I think it's great.
Beers and cuts.
That actually is a really good idea.
Once we get up and running and we have the beer in there, we're gonna have a special. Well, it's gonna be called the Buzz.
All right.
$10, you can get your head buzzed and you'll get a beer.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a good deal right there. So your Facebook address is facebook.com@josh'sbarbershopkingman.com.
Yeah, I knew it was something like that.
Yeah.
I should probably know that.
Also contains all the information on the address and phone number if you need to find that up again. If not, it's at the beginning of the video.
Pretty much, yeah. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be big. Being downtown. Me personally, I'm originally from Phoenix. I've only been here in Kingman for about 3 years. I got tired of the big city. We were looking for another place to live, and my in-laws, they've been here for a while. They've been in Kingman for a few years, longer than me and my wife and my girls. But they're the ones that kind of put us on Kingman. We came to visit, and we liked it. I like it.
Yeah, I've noticed a lot of people that come to Kingman tend to really like it out here.
Well, it's because I was born and raised in the city, and I just got tired of the city.
Right. I kind of understand. I lived in Vegas for a little while, and coming here was nice.
I think Vegas and Phoenix are pretty alike.
Yeah.
Well, no, I can't even say minus the casinos, because now they're starting to get a lot of casinos down there.
True.
But, yeah, it just...
After living in a big city for a while, you just kind of grow out of it.
Well, this is the thing. My wife, it was when we first got married. I brought my wife down to Phoenix with me. And I was used to a lot of certain stuff. I didn't exactly grow up in the nice part of town. And we were living in an apartment. It was an okay apartment. It wasn't bad, but it was in the middle of I guess what you'd say, the hood. And my wife, I was watching basketball, and then all of a sudden, there was some gunshots outside. And my wife comes running out of the room, and she's like, "Hey, what do we do? What do you do?" And I look at her like, "What are you talking about? You're interrupting the game. You didn't hear the gunshots?" I'm like, and this is literally what I said. I said, "It's probably a drive-by or something. It's okay. We're on the 3rd floor. We're not going to get with this. There's nothing wrong." She just gave me this look like, seriously? Like, what the heck? She went in, and then that's when I realized, you know what? I've become numb to my surroundings, and I don't want my kids to grow up like that. Because we were already talking about having kids. So at that time, that's when we were kind of we were starting to make our trek.
Right.
We moved out of Phoenix, down back to Surprise, which is far west Phoenix. Just can't get away from the city. Surprise is a lot nicer, but you just can't get away from the city.
Yeah.
So we just said, you know what? Let's do it. Let's move out. And my father-in-law, actually, he's been around here since Chrysler bought the Ford. What do you call it? The proving grounds.
Mm-hmm.
So he's been out here for a while.
The one out by Oatman?
By Yucca.
Yeah. Yucca.
Out in Yucca. It's a nice town. I like it.
It is a nice town.
I'm a really big history buff. I like history. I love history. Especially being here from Arizona. People don't realize Arizona has a long history. It has a very interesting history.
Kingman itself has a very interesting history, too.
Yeah, down from Tucson to Prescott and Flagstaff and Kingman. And it's like people don't realize we do have history here.
Have you...
not just a pit stop for truckers.
Have you been to the Mojave Museum yet and talked to them?
I have. I haven't talked to anybody, but I have been down there just to see.
Yeah,
and I kind of read how Kingman came to be. It's actually kind of interesting. It's sad, but interesting.
It is.
And it's funny because after reading that, a lot of people, the older guys, they say, well, I asked them, what brought you to Kingman? Well, I was on my way to, I don't know, going west to California or going east somewhere. And then the wind picked up, And they said, we're not leaving until the wind stops. So the wind never stopped. or well, I was on my way over here and ran out of gas. But honestly, that's crazy because that's exactly how it happened. That's kind of like how it happened. I guess Kingman kind of came to be because they weren't letting the poor people or whatnot into California.
Right.
It's a little sad.
That is a little sad.
So when people say, "Oh, it's because I ran out of gas," it's because it's kind of similar to that.
That's so interesting because we're right in the Mod Podge of everything because you got Phoenix, Vegas, and California, and we're right in the center of it.
We literally are a trick stop, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ain't that the truth?
Almost done, senor. Almost done.
You know, the thing is, like, with Kingman's location, though, it would be ideal, like, if you ever flew into, like, Memphis, Tennessee, like, that airport started out as a FedEx hub, and then, like, then they started taking commercial flights out of there, and, like, the whole airport's like a big FedEx terminal. Well, if you think about it, like, if they did that here with our airport industrial park, then, like, this is the only location that you can still go on, like, for DOT regulations. You can only make it to the Port of Los Angeles and back in one day, and like, I don't know why they're not capitalizing on that.
Right.
It's the airport authority, man.
Yeah, no, the only thing I know that the airport's doing right now is charter flights between Bullhead and Kingman.
Not even that anymore.
I thought that they were going to restart it again this year.
By the time you get loaded, I mean, you can drive down there anyway.
Exactly.
Right.
Like Bullhead, they had the Bullhead Laughlin Airport, they had the commercial service, and from like February or March of this year, and then it just discontinued because of lack of participation.
Right. Now they should do charter flights between like Phoenix, Kingman, Vegas, and Bullhead.
I guess the numbers were down though, and they just stopped it.
Right. Times are a little tough.
I think that the airport is actually kind of like Kingman would definitely flourish if that opened up.
Oh, definitely.
Better opportunities.
Yeah, I mean, I think like there's a lot of wrongdoing out there with I mean the money that's coming in and I mean they have like porta potties out there for like people that stop in. Like if you go down to Havasu, they have a pool. They have a swimming pool at their terminal, like for like people, and like they have like it's super nice. Like, they have like all leather furniture in there, and like I mean it's super nice. And then you come to ours and it's like, hey, you can get a porta potty. Like
I don't understand why it's its own entity.
Yeah.
Like why isn't the city running that? That's kind of like the main biggest red flag there. Why do you have some individual?
You know, it's funny that you say that because like the city owns that. Like that's their like biggest resource. And
that makes no sense.
They own the golf course, and the golf course loses over $1 million a year. So why wouldn't you? Like you're losing money on both ends instead of capitalizing out there and running. You know the moneymaker. You're running a golf course and loses over $1 million a year.
See, now that would be different. Having somebody run that instead of the city, like kind of switch reverse it or whatnot.
Absolutely.
That would make sense.
Absolutely. Like let somebody else eat that cost.
It's
like if you turn that into like a free enterprise and a private golf course and let somebody else take on that headache, like I just don't understand how they keep losing money on it year after year and then they think that it's a good idea to like maintain it. Like turn it over to somebody.
Speaking of, I don't know if it's true. Are we getting a Dairy Queen?
Yeah.
I'm blinded.
I saw it the other day on the internet.
Yeah.
A Dairy Queen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know where Paco's Taco Shop is? Right across the street from Old Safeway.
Like where the old Dairy Queen was? Like in Tractor Supply?
It's right in front of
99 cent.
gosh, what's that mattress shop over there?
It used to be like a Filiberto's or something like that.
Yeah.
That yellow building.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it?
They're gonna have to revamp it to get it up to code, but the moment they get it up to code, they're gonna put a Dairy Queen in there.
They're gonna make money.
Yeah.
I love Dairy Queen.
Me and Victor's son-in-law Byron were actually talking about it on the way to pick up Victor today.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's cool because single soft serve ice cream.
And the thing is, you never know because it's like rumors. Like I said in the barbershop, you don't know what's true and what's not.
Right.
And I've heard so much stuff is gonna come in and it never does. And it's like Dairy Queen, don't get my hopes up. Don't get my hopes up.
Hope you have change for this. That's all we got.
Sure.
Okay.
I got it. You need it?
Yeah, I got change. Got a big spender here today. It's actually a $50 haircut.
I thought Josh was putting on limbo classes in here. I saw those sticks.
I was. I didn't have too many takers.
That or you're gonna start beating people if
There you go, senor.
like their haircuts.
You guys,
Is there 5 in there?
that's 220s.
Oh, can you break that?
Sure. What do you need?
I want to give you a tip.
Okay.
I always do that.
Only if it's a good tip. Don't tell me like go
Wear your
brush your teeth or
seatbelt.
something. Yeah.
I was just about to tell you that too.
Make sure you wear deodorant.
Yeah.
Look both ways before crossing the street.
Remember, you're older than most. You're actually probably older than all of us in here. So you gotta give us a good tip.
You're the voice of reason.
Let's say 25 minutes later, and Victor looks like a new man.
Yeah, I feel like a new man.
He's not a day over 40 in
Well,
dog years.
Thank you for the interview, and we'll get it posted pretty soon.
Yeah, sure. Thanks for coming in. Like
Well-
I said, next time I'll probably see you next year.
Oh, yeah.
Next time I'm gonna be downtown.
We'll find you.
Just look for the big barber pole out in front.
All right.
Or you're
Hopefully,
at the barber pole.
Yeah.
Oh,
hopefully the
that's
next
cool.
time we come in, we can have a beer and have this conversation.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Over a couple beers. On me.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Okay.
You guys take it easy.
This
Okay,
is,
thank you very much.
Victor, don't drink too much.
Is that somebody's Twitter or is that yours, John?
No, that's